it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Right back to him on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Watson on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first at about the 30-yard line.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. On the left side, this is Stills. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders.
Goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. To throw, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
Steps away to his left.
That's caught. It's John Hightower.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Working from the gun. Wentz. Flushed out right.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver,
but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs. There, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Sanders. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Wentz on third down. And he finds Stills, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Wentz, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Watson off play action. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed as the first half is winding down.
And Washington.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 25 on second down, Wentz. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Flush to his right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Campbell making the catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Watson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking long for his tight end read. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz flushed out right. Bryant with a catch right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run with Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing his Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on him. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wentz tucks it and runs.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. With such little time remaining,
and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.